I think it's fair criticism to say that the last time we looked at the house here, we were really focused on my stuff. The speakers, the wires, the gizmos, the power supplies, and we glossed over the painstaking work that you and the other people that I think helped you, as far as I can tell you did most of it, did to make sure that this place is gonna look freaking awesome. So we are gonna take a look through the new house and we are going to let Yvonne tell the story this time. And you know it's gonna be a good story because it involves owls.
Okay.
Oh, and I have some wire and speaker and power supply stuff to update you guys on as well. So we're definitely gonna do that too. And we're gonna do it with our sponsor.
Glasswire. Are you lagging out while gaming? Use Glasswire and see what apps are wasting your bandwidth and causing your games to lag. Get 25% off today using offer code Linus at the link below.
Oh.
Wait, what? Okay, we're replacing that door handle.
I mean, how did I break?
Okay, let's start in the master bathroom.
Yeah, watch your step, Brandon.
Why did you put that right in his...
Because I literally dropped it, and so I didn't feel like picking it up again since we're starting over here. The bathroom layout was horrible before. So this little room here had a shower and a toilet in it, and it's tiny. So we redid the layout in here, besides everything being pink and gold. Now it's all gray, which some people don't like that, but we like it. We have this really nice 1.5 person tub.
Which one of us is the half person?
I think you're both 0.75.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to use the tub.
It's gonna be awesome. Come try it out with me.
That's a good sized tub.
It is.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
And the reason we went with 1.5 instead of a 2 person is because if you did want to just have a bath by yourself, it's not gonna take an incredible amount of water to fill. You know what? It was actually really difficult to find faucets that are high flow. And so finding something that was,
Oh, it's hooked up.
okay. Thanks. So we have what I think are beautiful countertops, but Jake thinks are dirty.
Look, it looks dirty.
It is not dirty. That looks like stone. Actually, all of the sinks had to be reinstalled because I think the sink guy was just having a bad day.
I thought he was having a really good day. They were like off kilter and like...
Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you could always just paint over this, right?
Oh my gosh, you cannot be serious. My favorite thing in here is the double shower. When we moved into our first place, I saw it and I was like, that is weird. Who does that? And then
Do you think it works?
we used it and loved it, and now we just couldn't go back.
And I don't know, maybe you guys are sitting here thinking that's weird, but the way that I see it, families who shower together.
So we went from a rinky-dink shower to this awesome double shower.
Your walk-in has like stuff in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
Did we reused the old stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like you'll have enough room to store your things that you have.
Yeah.
Things? Yeah.
And then we still have the attic access in here, which will pull down right into here.
Is the clearance good enough?
Yeah. Ooh, that was close to this though.
Oh.
Well, you just have to be careful. Do you want to go up there?
No, you don't want to come up here. There's no lights or anything. Oh wait, there's a light. And it's not powered right now.
Anyway, the tile on here is the same tile as in the shower, except the non-glossy version, so it's not slippery. Yeah, it's really cohesive and nice and open. I love it. We're just missing the mirrors and the light fixtures.
And the TV.
Okay, we're not putting a TV in here.
Yes, you are.
Linus never uses it
We
in the
put a
bath.
plug right there.
Okay, that's
And
just
Ethernet.
That's just so that he could have the option of, but that doesn't mean you have to exercise that
No,
option.
that's a video.
Counterintuitively, we actually made the master bedroom smaller as part of our reno.
We expanded the bathroom so that we could have the double shower, and then we didn't feel like we needed as much space in here.
Just sleep in here.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, and other.
Hey, look, they changed the knobs.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're crooked.
They are crooked right now, so I hope they fix that.
Yeah. Well, you just tighten them and then.
Okay.
Oh, my stuff's in too.
Yeah.
So this is where all of my clothes that I will ever own will go.
The number of hours we spent looking at floor colors and just painstakingly trying to find the right thing was Horrible.
And it was mostly pointless anyway because there's so much variation from one plank to the next that basically every test patch we did, it's kind of meaningless.
I originally saw this color when we put down a whole bunch of them and everyone was like, no, 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 that's horrible, that's horrible. And I was like, oh. And what happened was they hadn't put the baseboards on, so there was still pink all around the room. And so it's actually changed the color of the floor just that little bit.
So we have actually sanded this floor, painted it this color, sanded it again, and painted it back this color.
You know what? Carol was amazing. He only charged us for the product for it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We should definitely tip him.
At least the floor doesn't look dirty.
I love these. These are one of my favorite things. But for some reason, they left all the stickers on when they installed them. These ones are no big deal, but come over here. How am I supposed to reach that one?
With a ladder.
I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, the glass is totally crooked on this one, look.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the light guy was having a bad day too. So this should give you some idea of the kind of fixtures that were in the house before. Linus wanted me to paint it and put it back up.
Wait. This is cool. This was a really fun project. We did it with help from Colin because we don't know how to use our own laser cutter, but each of the kids' rooms has a bespoke sign that's laser cut wood. This one is our youngest daughter. Ghosts only was her request for her room. She likes ghosts.
What?
Ghosts only literally glows in the dark. It's not gonna get dark enough in here to be able to see it.
You might, I can almost see
Cool,
it.
right?
Inside her room, she actually wants a forest of cats. I don't really know how those two things go together.
I mean, she's 5.
Each kid got to pick their own accent color, so she picked purple. And if I can get help opening this up, we'll be able to see the forest
Whoa, good gravy.
of
What is this?
trees.
How many of them are there?
Lots. It's supposed to be a forest. What do you think?
Just wait until you have to take it down in 4 years.
Oh, I don't know if this was a very good idea.
Okay.
Oh my
okay.
Here, should we take one off?
Oh God,
no.
don't do it.
Fine,
Don't
it's
do it.
fine. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm not gonna stick it to the wall. Oh, it's very staticky.
I think they are supposed to be removable, so if you wanted to just...
So it'll be like that.
And then there's gonna be kitties that go on the trees.
Thanks for holding this so that I can put it back on.
Yeah.
Maybe we should mix some tech into this, hey? Look! Access points! We actually hung these before and had to take them all down for the paint, but they're up again.
They're up.
Okay, you're actually gonna have to take it back down because they painted the ceilings the wrong color and it needs to be repainted.
You're kidding, right?
No, it's light blue. Look
Did
at
somebody tell the contractors? Because they hung all the cameras,
it. Yeah, I guess
like
not.
literally everything.
They literally put the wrong product on every surface of this entire house before I came in and was like, hey, you put the wrong product on everything.
Even though I told you multiple times.
In other news, these cameras are amazing. These are G4 bullets. Back when we did our current house, there was G4 Pros and then there was the G3 Flex. So you had your 4K and then you had your 1080p. You had your AI detection events and you had your no AI detection. This is your middle ground. Look at that latency. Huh! Not bad.
Oh, you know what's funny? The contractor that installed these, when I gave him access to it to like position them, he was like, wow, these look really good. It's like, what do you usually install?
Most people get garbage. Child number 2's room, her request was a kitty, a dragon, bears, the moon, mountains, trees, and we, I think, successfully incorporated all of those things. The butterfly was added at the last minute.
She wanted a mountain scene on the outside because she wanted to trick people. And then when you go into her room, it's actually underwater themed. She picked a bright, bright blue for her wall. And what we're gonna do actually is sponge it to make it look more oceany, because right now it's just one solid
Get some
color.
greens in there and stuff like that.
We also got these really cool stickers that are glow in the dark. So during the day, they look just like whatever, sea kelp and, oh man, I'm drawing a blank. What are those called? Jellyfish, thank you. And then at night,
Whale.
and then she picked her own chandelier, which I think is amazing.
It suits her so well.
Yeah.
And of course, clip speakers in every single room. They're all in now.
I think there's 40 speakers in this.
Place is gonna be like
There's like another 6 outside.
46 speakers, and that doesn't include the theater room.
And the amps that are gonna need to power them.
Holy crap, how many amps are we gonna need?
It's content, man. You'll have to get subscribed and we'll see.
The boy is a certified gamer. He asked for gaming themed, and then for whatever reason, Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc., which he's not even like,
And he was one of the ones that was actually consistent. He wanted an orange sign, and the accent in his room is actually gonna be orange. We're gonna be doing the accent in his room. He wants a mural of like a badminton player hitting a shuttle.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna have fun doing that together. And then he wanted an owl, so.
So the theme fell apart a little bit. Handcrafted on the cricket.
Cricket. Yeah, it's super cute.
When it was on the ground earlier, I thought it was a penguin.
Cell repeater. I noticed my cell reception wasn't crap.
I did a speed test earlier. I got like 50 down. I've never gotten more than like 2 down in this house.
When are you guys changing the smoke detectors?
You guys.
Yeah.
You mean electricians?
You.
Oh, and we did change the lights up here. This entire house was like OG fluorescents that were 150 watts a bulb. There's like 90 bulbs in this house.
Yeah.
If you had everything on,
Oh, speaking of efficiency, remember how the power generation and consumption of the solar appeared to be absolutely identical when we showed it to you guys?
it was a little sus.
Well, it turns out the roofing contractors in their infinite wisdom wanted to save us $354.
No, it's 279.
$279 on a 6-figure job by not installing the component that monitors household energy consumption.
I even sent them an email like, I think something's broken. And they're like, oh, it wasn't in the scope of work. What? But anyways, it works now. Yeah, actually you made more today than you used.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. So you produced 37.2 and consumed 25.6.
So net exported.
Oh, yeah.
You,
So,
you would think this would be the big highlighted one. That's what everyone would want to know.
so basically you made $1.
Hey, wait, I thought this was my tour. We skipped an entire floor.
Should we go check out the office?
Can you try to break less things on the way?
Wait, did you just pull it off again?
This is new, I think, since you guys last saw it. This is our built-in bookshelf. Linus's desk is gonna be somewhere
Here.
So in the backdrop, we'll be able to decorate this really nice. He had every single shelf in here wired individually for RGB, which Jake told me was just insanity.
It's not insanity. The way that you did it
I didn't
is
do it.
insanity. Well, let me just explain to the audience. Every single shelf has wiring, which is great, but every single shelf only has 2 wires. So you have to put the controllers on each frickin' shelf. Except rather than using a proper controller, like when we could control with Z-Wave, Linus wants to use like PC RGB controllers that you control with a remote. So he can individually change them all. Except as soon as you click the remote, they're all just gonna
You could
change.
just put a dog don't lick yourself cone on it. Just be
Oh
like,
yeah. It's not like the signal bounces or anything.
I don't think there's anything new to tell the people about this room.
The ceiling in here is the wrong color too, so we'll get that fixed.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh, watch your head. Okay. I would like you right then and there now to admit that I was right, this is too low, because you just almost ran into it.
My whole bottom self is gonna phase right through the table.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like hit my face
Who's
on
gonna
it.
have a chair like right here?
What he would do is you would sit down here and then he would lean over for something and then stand up. That was the
It's
problem.
true, I've done that many times. Man, the Wi-Fi in this place, all bars, all the time.
It's not as fast as my Wi-Fi, but.
Ooh, everything's in the pantry now. If you had asked me to take apart some, in-closet shelving and then wait a year and try and put it back together.
This is supposed to change, right?
It's supposed to originally, but you know what? I actually kind of like it. It goes with the blue. It's not very modern though. That's the only issue.
It's not so bad when you're here, and then you back up and you're like, whoa, brand new stainless appliances.
Honestly, my bigger issue is the sharp corners on this countertop here.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you stop this?
This was actually incredibly difficult to find because we used all of the old kitchen cabinetry. This is not a standard size anymore. This is a 27-inch instead of a 30-inch. And this was one of the only double ovens I could find that was that
Double
size.
ovens.
Hey, you laugh, but double oven's pretty sick. I mean, you don't want to have to oven your dessert. How awesome does the family room look? These are gonna be black. And then this is pretty much done. It looks like a 65-inch, what are we going for this one?
I think an A90J would be sick.
So 65-inch A90J, and then I think we're either gonna reuse the old Sonos Arc or that Sony A9HT or whatever it's called, the 4-piece surround thing.
We should definitely do that.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Did Jake tell you about how we tested all the blinds and they work great, but the problem is that the blinds are not the right color.
See these two colors? Those are supposed to be the same. I sent them a picture of the swatch next to what they sent us, and they're like, oh yeah, different dye lots. It's not even close. Wait, what is that? What happened here?
It's not my fault.
There's still things that need to be changed, like the knob and the light fixture. Unfortunately, this cannot be changed. I am a little disappointed about this.
You know what, I don't mind it.
It's less bad than the kitchen.
The kitchen is atrocious.
That one is weird.
It's a really big mirror.
And they put holes in almost all of their mirrors to have in-mirror light fixtures.
They knew, okay, never mind, I was gonna make a joke. Good.
One thing we are not doing smart is we are actually reusing the original appliances because they're from like the early 90s, late 80s or something like that. And apparently they're absolute tanks compared to the washers and dryers they build today. The old owner, who was meticulous, told us that every time she's had them regularly serviced, which of course she does, the techs have come in and said, you need to never throw this thing away. They do not build them like this anymore. And she was like, okay. So we're just gonna keep them.
They painted the ceilings in here without changing the light fixtures first, so that's, I don't know.
I must emphasize the actual quality of the finished work has been very good, but our painters are just so inefficient. You, as a non-painter, might look at this and go, wow, they did a really great job of taping everything. But taping things is not the be-all and end-all, because if you tape things, you still have to put in the work to cut carefully, because otherwise what happens is you gunk up the tape with paint like this, you leave it for a month or two, and when you rip this paint up, unless you go by with like an X-Acto knife and cut the edge of the tape with a knife, you're gonna pull this tape up and it's gonna rip up pieces of the wall. They would have been better off just cutting it by hand and fixing with touch-ups. Sorry, cutting with a knife versus cutting in with a 3.5-inch angled brush. Paint here made me so angry. Theater room time?
I need to warn you as we go in here, do not touch or move or play with any of that.
Oh, but it's here.
Yes.
The idea behind this is we can use it to cable manage from the closet there over to the mech room, and we could use it to just like stash all the ugly cables and stuff in there. There's gonna be power in here, so if a friend brought over a PlayStation 6 or something, you could just plonk it here. There'll be an extra HDMI cable to the receiver that's just like in a hole in here, and just pull that up and you're ready to go.
But dude, it is so dark in here now.
Yes, thank you. Linus told me.
This is not dark enough though.
Oh my gosh.
Why? This is like, this is gray. Oh. Why is it gray?
Because I was told that
That's
gray
not
was
black?
fine.
But guess what? Jake and I have already reached out to the makers of Black 3.0, and we are gonna take it to literally a void. Yvonne, I don't know why, but she was super into the idea of kind of brown carpet.
I was not into the idea of brown carpet.
I thought it was okay.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's awful.
We're gonna be in a black void. Does it really matter at that?
Well, it could be more blacker.
I don't know. I just give up. This is your guys' room. Have
Cool,
fun.
let's change the carpet.
I don't know if I want to spend the money.
Cool, I'll change the carpet.
Oh my gosh, Jake.
Jake and I are debating the desk colors in here. He wants to do black legs, white tops with black chairs with red lining, and I'm thinking that that sounds horrible.
Well, the wall's already blue. I do agree we should actually like dye the thread
Okay,
black.
you told me it wasn't gonna be a big deal when I suggested.
I thought we were getting the same chairs as Sarah.
Yeah, well,
Those look awesome.
she vetoed that. That's not my fault.
What?
Because it was white cloth and the cat is just gonna tear that apart.
I think we should go natural wood finish for the desks in here.
Ugh.
I'm all for it.
I'm just not sure it's gonna go with everything else that's already picked. Are we actually gonna dye to threads?
Sure.
What?
I don't care how long it takes. I'm not gonna be doing it.
Wait, what? I'm not doing.
Okay, do you want to talk about your finishes in the downstairs kitchen?
All the furniture down here and the accent light fixtures and things like that are all gonna be darker, so I think that's gonna tie it all together and look really good.
There was a big kind of hand-wringing stress moment when the general contractor was like about to show us the fridge that we had chosen.
Do you know why?
Because it sticks out too much?
Yeah.
It doesn't stick out that
I don't
much.
think it's 6.
Well,
Do you think this works? Okay, I'm not a huge fan of the wall color down here. Linus really likes blue tinted stuff for some reason.
it's white,
It's white.
which is what
No.
you said you liked.
There's a blue undertone for sure.
There's an undertone. Where's your undertone now?
It is, you can see it, it's so clear.
It looks blue undertone here and yellow undertone over here. because the only difference is the light bouncing off it.
It's like this whole thing here is blue undertone.
I actually think the white was the wrong call. Because like
You
that
were
is
the one that
so
suggested
I
white.
said white most places. Can't even see the moldings because it's just so putridly white.
I wanted blue. There's an explanation for this. I was reading the documentation for our receiver, and it seemed like it was possible to have 2 different inputs going to 2 different zones, both audio and video, simultaneously through this receiver.
You can do that.
You can.
Just not at 4K 120.
Oh, well, that's awesome then. So I'm hoping that I can have the Xbox and the gaming PC that powers the theater room and the VR gaming space and the TV there be the same one, and then just share them by using the AV receiver. Remember how I had promised you that like the controller setup and everything would not be complicated? If we do it this way, it will be very complicated.
Yeah, I figured.
That is my personal.
I just kind of assumed.
That's my personal tech tips guarantee. Also, they screwed up the rack power. It's supposed to be one 30 amp 208 volt and then one just regular 120 volt. And they're both just 120 volt.
What?
Because Eden sent us this amazing like 5 kilowatt UPS.
Oh, really?
But it's 208 volt.
We can head outside and I'll tell you why I lost my cool with the pool contractor in a moment. But this gives you an idea of how good these fireplaces can look if you paint the gold things black. So if you still have one of those gold fireplaces, all it takes is a spray bomb and about like 20 minutes, and it can look that much better.
This is a big ass hole.
$10,000 is what they told us a hole like this costs. And then they said, but stuff can happen. You might find a big rock or, you know, whatever, a fossilized dinosaur, and it could affect the cost of it. But we'll let you know. So then we got a bill. The hole is completely dug. And they go, yeah, it was 25 grand. So we're billing you with our 2022 rates, not the rates that we had, you know.
Can't change your rates after quoting someone.
Well, you don't have a quote if you don't have an agreed upon rate. Anyway, to figure out how deep we wanted to go for the pool, I actually conducted an extremely scientific survey.
You called James while I was sitting next to him and he was like, I have no idea. Who cares how deep your pool is? That's what he told me. You should be able to dive. I say like 8-10 feet.
You know what? The 8-footer's lost. When the kids are having a pool party or whatever, not everyone wants to like tread water the whole time. So we settled on 6.5.
So the kids are still gonna have to paddle the whole time.
But you're able to have an even slope, so a lot of people can actually stand all the way up to like the 2/3 point.
Nobody can dive.
I mean, I can dive.
It's a hot tub.
Please.
Big bathtub.
I thought you could dive in 6.5 feet.
Well, I can. What? Well, you don't dive straight in.
Yeah, but still.
Some people just need to learn how to swim properly.
Some people just.
Woo!
Do you want to see the finishes for the pool?
Are they gonna be dirty like the countertop?
This is the band that's going to go all the way around, and then it's going to be the Stonescape material all down the side and under. Yeah. And then the hot tub is going to be these two. It's not dirty. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
That one
nice.
looks pretty dirty.
Oh. Wait, no, we're not done yet, Jake. Check this out.
Don't stand on the.
We haven't shown these yet.
Thanks, Klipsch.
Total of 6 of these. And they actually sound like kind of great. It's gonna be awesome.
We're just gonna put them all in one zone, right?
Oh, wait, no.
Maybe
no.
one zone up there and one zone down. Okay, whatever, it's your house, I don't care.
3 zones.
I'm over it.
And 3 segues to our sponsor.
And this is a segue to our sponsor.
Do I have to do it really?
Yeah.
Okay, and a segue to our sponsor.
You know, the segues to our sponsor paid for this house. Sponsors like.
Sponsors like.
No, we actually have to.
FreshBooks. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that you're not an accountant, probably, which is why you're gonna love this software. It's built for freelancers and small business owners who don't have time to waste on invoicing and accounting and payment processing. In fact, FreshBooks users can save up to 11 hours a week by streamlining and automating pesky admin tasks like time tracking, following up on invoices, and expense tracking with features like the new digital bills and receipt scanner. Over 24 million people have used FreshBooks and love it for its intuitive dashboard and reports. It's easy to see at a glance exactly where your business stands, and it's even easier to turn everything over to your accountant come tax season. 94% of FreshBooks users say it's super easy to get up and running, and with award-winning support, you're never alone. Try FreshBooks for free for 30 days, no credit card required, by going to freshbooks.com/Linus to get started. So, what are you gonna do with 11 hours a week?
If you guys enjoyed this video, go check out, I don't know.
The solar one.
Yeah, go check out the solar install video. That one was pretty sick. I can't believe we made money on our energy today.
$1?
$1.